Hey bros, welcome back to County Gnarlo. Here we are in the castle. I've just woken up and turned it back to daylight. Sun rising up. You will notice I have switched texture packs again. I am currently using the John Smith Legacy Technicians Pack. This is a pack that the fans of John Smith have continued along with. Keeping it up to date, and have also put in items. Technician pack, they've added in items for all the various mod packs like Feed the Beast and all. I love it. It's getting me back to my John Smith roots. You know, that's my favorite pack. I'll have to update a few things like the doors here and the glass, but otherwise I really love it. Get it back to looking like how I won't put my doors in, and make the glass a little bit more clear. But yeah, we're back in familiar territory here in County Gnarlo now. I'm going to come out here and show you some of the stuff that I have been working on. As you see, I have started a cow breeding program. Since cows are so valuable, you need the leather for the books, you need the leather for like making frames and stuff like that. So I've had to start into the long and tedious and painful process of breeding cows. This is more difficult than it looks. If you remember the last time we were really playing in County Gnarlo here, I was running the Mo Creatures mod. And Mo Creatures uses, it converts the mob spawning back to the way it originally was, where animals like your domesticated animals would spawn and despawn just like the monsters would. So cows and chickens and all pigs, they weren't persistent. So when I swapped to this, I had to go out and look long and hard to find some cows that... Cow, why are you climbing that ladder? What the hell are you doing? Alright, I can see I'm going to have to block that off or something. I've already found some dead cow. I've already found meat and leather over here in this pool before, where apparently they've been climbing. I thought they were going up the water spout. Apparently they're climbing the ladder trying to escape and then falling off and killing themselves. Stupid cows. In addition, like I said, I had to look so long and hard to find a pair that I was breeding the cows, was giving them you'll see the fence post here. I was breeding the cows and creating babies, and then I was doing the Mind Fiend trick of coming out here and throwing a piece of seeds on the ground and waiting for the seeds to rot. And when they did, I came back to breed the cows again, and my cows were gone. And I searched and I looked, and I came up here, and there was one cow up here, and the rest of them had managed to jump over the wall here and were wandering out in the fields, leaving County Gnarlo. So I had to bring them all back. Said, oh hell no, I worked too hard to find you and too hard to breed you. So I brought them all back over here and got the breeding program going. Although now it looks like they're so happy about it, they're suiciding. So I'm going to have to fix that too. Other thing I wanted to show you, let me come out here a little ways, is you notice the chimney there up above the fireplace in the Great Hall has got smoke pouring out of it. I love this. I have seen this in mod packs before, various mods with chimney smoke and all, and I'm glad that it's in. This is from Railcraft. I think it's made out of, I can't remember what I've made it out of. It's either stone or cobblestone and a piece of nether, something else that it makes a smoker block. You stick it in there and you ignite it, and this thick black smoke pours out of it, so that you can actually have smoking chimneys now. You're no longer having to just stick torches in them and go with the little puffs of smoke that come from it that you can only see a couple of inches away, and you no longer have to build them out of cobwebs. And the smoke acts like real smoke. You know, the smoke from a torch, it goes up and it hits a block, it disappears into the block. But this one, it continues going up, and if there's something above it blocking it, it will hit it, slide along it until it can go up again, until it reaches the limit of the actual smoke, at which point it will dissipate. I love it. We'll come back on in here into the library area. You've seen it. You've seen my bookcase that I built here. This is a couple of things that I've made. This is an ink mixer. From Mystcraft. Ooh, I hadn't seen it in the John Smith mixture before. I really like it. I've only seen it in default so far. And this machine over here, the other one, is a bookbinder. You put the link pages into it and a piece of leather, and it gives you the descriptive books. However, I'm having to do it blind because obviously I haven't explored, so I don't have any symbols to make books. So I'm just making a default descriptive book and throwing the pieces into it and going entirely by chance as to what it generates for us, which is why you come over here to the book and you click on it, and I've named my first world Chance. So we will go ahead and go through it. I have been through it already, and I will show you what we have done on the other side here. There we are, we're landing. See, we landed on this stone platform. This actual stone platform was there. Mystcraft generates that. And I quickly sat here and threw up these cobblestone walls because I was had a bunch of spiders. There were skeletons and stuff coming into view. The other thing is, if you hear in the background, you can hear zombie pigmen. And I'd love to know what this little thing is floating around here. Is this a wisp or something? I haven't actually been able to target one. See, there's a skeleton standing over there on top of that block or treetop or whatever that is. The other thing with this is you will notice all worlds, unless you write them yourself and put stability into them. Yeah, there we go. There's a zombie pigman right there. You can see his sword sticking up out of the window. There's also ghast in this world. I have heard a ghast while I was building this area here as well. While I was building this little cobblestone hut, there was a ghast. Firefly. Okay, it's a firefly. Cool. It doesn't look like the Serenity, but whatever. The other thing is, okay, there we go, popping in. You see some oil popping in out there. I've noticed that we've got oil popping in. It looks like we are on an island in the middle of an ocean, perhaps. There's a bunch of round circles and things, but yeah, we've got a big ocean around us. It looks like we've got some oil wells about there. There's trees behind us that go up. But I was saying, when you just make a world and you don't actually write the symbols into it, you tend to get instability. And the instability that we've got here is apparently this is an eternal rain world and possibly an eternal night world too, as you see. There's a little ball in the sky. It's got these little stone balls in the sky, like one you saw back there. Spiders on the roof. So yeah, we'll have to see. There's one up there too. You see it right up there above that edge. Another stone ball floating in the sky. I'm imagining that's what those little gray circles are on the mini-map there in the corner. So we'll have to see about investigating those. But the big thing is, I wanted to come here. As I've said, I don't want to mess up County Gnarlo. I don't want to generate a bunch of territory, and that whenever I quit using this mod, it will leave big gaping holes in the world. So I wanted to come and generate a new world where I could mine down. And that's what I'm going to do here now that I've got this built around me. We are going to start off by starting to dig down here into the island and see what it is that we can see down below. What kind of minerals and all are available here in this territory. So I am going to start doing that now. We're going to start going down for the center of the earth and seeing what we can find here. So I will see y'all once I have an update on what I've been able to find. So we'll see you then. Hey guys, you see we've come a little bit longer. I have dug down here below where the starting platform, put my bed. You see we've got a circular path coming down from where the landing platform is, way up above our head where we first came in the little stone hut. We are down here at level 56. Level 56. I put down a bed. I've got a chest over here. And I've started mining further on down. I've got my linking book taking me back. As you see, we can sleep here in the bed. And boom, there we go. And then we can sleep here in the bed. And boom, there we go. So the fact that we can constantly sleep in the bed makes me think that, yes, not only is this world cursed with eternal rain, but it is also eternal night here. I can always jump back in the bed and sleep. So we have the night as instability as well. Over here, we've got the book that leads us back to the overworld to click back and go back to County Gnarlo. I've built a chest in which I've put some of the stuff that I've been mining out over here. We've got some copper, some tin, some amber. We've also found some marble, some limestone. There's the limestone on the wall there. The marble's further down here off to the left. And we keep coming down. As you see, we've got some other ores, some silver. I've come further down. As I was saying earlier, I don't want to generate lands in County Gnarlo that will be messed up whenever I take the mods out and all that kind of stuff. So we've come down here. This is the whole reason why I have generated these lands. I've got silver, we've got some lead. I love the fact that it tells you what kind of thing. Right here is Ventium from Ars Magica. I love the fact that you see there, it tells you what kind of thing you have to use. There's some tin and of course some iron and some coal. I'd forgotten that the coal in this pack, in the John Smith pack, looks like cow patties on the rock there. I had forgotten all about that. It makes me rather nostalgic about using this pack again. Anyway, the entire reason why I had come down here and why I was wanting to mine is that I want to, you know, the game here, this particular pack does not use industrial craft. Industrial craft is a rather out-of-date mod pack. It hasn't been updated in a long time. And in fact, most of the items in industrial craft, like the macerator and the generator and stuff like that, have basically been reproduced in other packs here. In this case, we're looking at applied energistics is what I'm looking at for the item that has essentially replaced the macerator. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I do not remember it at the moment. Tell you what, I am going to take a look through all the different blocks and items and machines you can make, and when I find it, I will get back to you here. Alright guys, I have found it. It is called a grindstone. It's implied energistics. As you see here, it's stone, gears, and dust. You got to have Certus quartz or nether quartz, and then the stones, wooden gears, that's all easy, and you make a grindstone. That's what replaces the macerator. Everything's easy on it except for the dust. Now I was able to go get nether quartz, that was no problem, but you got to have a grinder or something to crush it up to make the quartz dust, the nether quartz dust. So right now we're looking for Certus quartz. Certus quartz has the advantage of whenever you mine out Certus quartz, you get the dust along with it as well. You haven't got to grind it up to make the dust, because we were getting kind of a catch-22 with the nether. You got to have the dust to make the grinder, but you got to have a grinder to make the dust. So that's where we are, and that's what we have set out to come down here and find. And we are going to continue on digging up some of these extra materials and minerals and everything here, and just have a grand old time while we're at it. Feels so. I hear a zombie. Must be a cave down here somewhere. Anyway, I am going to continue. As you see here, these rocks tell you what level you need it on. Like it says redstone here. So you've got to, it lets you know that you've got to have an iron pickaxe to dig these items out. I love that about the Wayla mod here, that tells you what you're looking at. Lets you know what tool you need to harvest it as well, and like you said here, the harvest level, whether a stone pick will do it or whether you've got to have an iron pick. And harvest level redstone lets you know you've got to have an iron pick to do it. So we are going to continue on down, see what kind of wonderful materials and minerals we can dig out here, get some more lead and some more iron and everything, and continue finding out what it is until we can get down here and find this Certus quartz and fill up our hoppers back home with all the good materials. Alright guys, I've run into a little bit of a dilemma here. I have mined, as you see, all the way down here. Coming on down, we've run into lots of nice ores and Ars Magica items. We are down here at level 34. And I've run into water, and quite a bit of it. Found some nice sapphire there too, so that'll help save me on diamonds. But I've ran into the water here, and jumping into it, looking up, it looks like my island is just that. It is a floating island, as you see here. It doesn't go any further down. So it looks like level 34 is where I have ended up here. I can't go any further down to bedrock like I was hoping to. In fact, I'm wondering if this is some kind of water world here, and whether these minerals that I'm digging out is going to be all that I'm going to be able to find here. I'm wondering if there are other islands perhaps that I can get to. I'm thinking right now I can just go ahead and hollow out the rest of this island. Y'all hear that banging sound? Makes me wonder. You hear that? Sounds like drums in the deep, but there are no deeps there except for deep water for the drums to be in. I mean, I know I've dug too deep and hit the water, but I'm going to do an experiment here. Oh, the other thing is you see here on the clock, if I had thought about it earlier, I did with the bed, see with the clock, it's always midnight. It never changes. So yeah, this world is cursed with apparently eternal rain, eternal night, and no bottom. So apparently we are kind of stuck. Why did I leave this out? Okay, what have I got? Replace it with a little cobble so I can get out of the hole here. Didn't realize I dug too far there. Apparently it's eternal night, it's eternal rain, and there's no bottom to the world. It's always nighttime. I'm going to examine these little spheres. It looks like there's one right over here. You can see the creeper and the skeleton and all standing on top of it. Looks like a zombie up there too. Looks like a stone sphere of some kind. That's going to be the easiest one to reach, and I will dig into it and find out whether they contain materials and all as well. Ooh, creeper, all sorts of monsters up there. And whether this world, other than this island, will be worthwhile digging into and staying. I may have to make some more linking books, some more descriptive worlds, and see where I can go from here. And examine everything. Of course, that oil's not going to be able to be really gotten either, being that there is no bottom of the world for there to be a pocket unless there's an island that it's sitting in. Actually, we're going to do an experiment. Let me empty out my inventory here. Throw the stuff I don't want to lose. And get rid of the cobble. Alright. And we'll get rid of the cobble. And we will get rid of the cobble. Throw all our swords up here. And then we'll come over here and we will get rid of the cobble. Up. There you go. You hear that? That was a ghast. I told you ghast spawn here, and they died too. You know, being in the nether, we don't have water. I'm wondering if ghasts are killed by water. You know, did they spawn in and the rain kill them? That would be pretty cool. Of course, it would also be about as dumb as the aliens in the movie Signs, who came to a world that was mostly made out of water in order to invade it when they were deathly allergic to water. The gas would be about that stupid. So let's see. I am going to jump into the water here and see whether or not there's a bottom to this world. Do I hit bedrock or do I just fall out the bottom? Yep, there's definitely the island up above me there. And I'm falling. What level am I? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. And I'm in negative numbers. Yep, I am falling through the world. There you go. I have fallen into the void. So this world has no bottom on it. There is no bedrock. Okay, so yeah, that limits what I am going to be able to do here. And how much I'm going to be able to mine. So yep, it looks like this island I'm just going to continue emptying out. Hollow out, hopefully find the Certus quartz, and be able to make my grinder so I can double my ores. I'm going to try not to dig out too many of the ores well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to try not to to there's my death point. I can get rid of that too, because I won't be going back down there. But yeah, get the Certus quartz so I can double my iron, double my copper. Try not to smelt any more of them than I have to until I can turn them all into dust. Okay, and in the meantime, I think I am going to head back over to the overworld. Let's travel back to County Gnarlo. Pop back in. As you see, the linking book takes you back to the library here. And I think that is where we'll call it an episode. So this has been Gnarlo for County Gnarlo, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.